My name is Akilvin Chitara. I'm the Executive Director for Technical Center for Climate Change and Agriculture Development. Technical Center for Climate Change and Agriculture Development is an organization, a local NGO that was established in 2018 with a mandate, co-mandate for promoting climate smart agriculture, environmental conservation, and implementation of eco-friendly management systems. So we've been working with various stakeholders in Zambia, especially in the agriculture sector, where we've been working with mostly SMEs, helping them improve their agriculture practices, implementing standards in the agriculture sector so that at the end of the day, we have a cadre of SMEs that are able to produce quality products that can compete effectively with other local and also international products. We've been also working with the large-scale organizations such as the mining sector, hospitality industry, manufacturing industry in the implementation of ISO standards, standards like environmental management systems, ISO 14001, implementation of information and security management systems, implementation of good manufacturing practices, implementation of food safety management systems to ensure that organizations are able to operate efficiently and able to produce products and qualities that meets international standards. So at this stage, I'll also invite my colleague to introduce himself and also share how he has been working with the local market insofar as the agriculture marketing is concerned.
Thank you so much. I'm Dr. Collins Kachaka. I'm the Director in charge of Technical Services under TCCCAD. Okay, so we are involved in climate smart agriculture. I wish you could visit even our farm to see for yourself. We don't believe in just talking stories. We believe in showing demonstration. We are involved in fish farming and also in agriculture. So both aquaculture and agri, okay, both we are involved. Now in aquaculture, there's integration with the agriculture. So in aquaculture, we are smart in that we are using the same water, recycling it until the fish is ready for harvest. In fish farming, the challenge is water. Water is a scarce resource. So people, the way it's done in Zambia, in Africa, and the world, is that every 2 weeks, they remove all the water and put in fresh new water. We don't do that. It's a waste of water and also increases on the cost of production. And also there is an increase in the area of pollution of the environment. Because of the dirty water from the ponds, it goes back in the soil. Now for us, we put water today, the same water is recycled in a purifier or a filter and returned back to the same pond as clean water. All this waste is removed by the filter and returned back to the pond, and the fish is not dying. The fish again is having new fresh water, and we are using the same little water until the fish is harvested for 6 months. Nobody is doing that in Zambia except us. And we have a program of training the youths, the women, so that they are empowered with this technology. Yeah. So it's called blue water, blue economy smart aquaculture. Blue economy smart aquaculture. Meaning you can grow fish in a drum, you can grow fish in a tank right at home using the same water, recycling it. So imagine the amount of water we have around homes today. Whether you are in town, in urban areas, it does not matter. We can grow fish using this smart aquaculture. Secondly, the dirty water out of the ponds. The dirty water out of the ponds full of ammonia and nitrates and so on, we are using that same water to grow vegetables and crops. Meaning, we don't lose anything. We don't go and buy urea and decompound to come and damage our environment, to destroy the fertility of the soil. We don't do that. The urea and decompound are chemicals. They destroy the soil. We are using organic, madam. It's organic. How organic? The body water full of excreta of the fish goes in the garden. So we grow plenty of tomatoes, plenty of cucumbers, the green maize, watermelons, the butternuts, without any use of the chemicals. Yeah, so that is smart. That is what we are teaching. We teach even on Facebook and online. Yes. So that everybody who is interested should be involved in this technology to improve on our lives and their lives and the economy. Yeah. So these things I'm talking about, we are inviting you to come and see them with your eyes. So that even as you tell their story, it will have meaning and the flavor because you have seen, not only heard. Yeah, you know? So you find that every week we have the trainings, okay? Yeah, both here in town and at the farm. Yeah, This innovation is what we want you people in the media to air. So we are on Facebook, we are on YouTube, we are on TikTok, we are on Instagram, everywhere. So, and we have seen youths who had no jobs today, they are doing well. And we don't teach only in English language, we teach even in local languages, in Bemba, in Tonga, in Luvale, in Lozi, in Chewa, we teach because it's for everybody. Yeah, that is what we are doing. Yeah.
So are you only targeting farmers here in Lusaka or you're targeting farmers across the country?
Very good question. We are the trainers in this technology. We have centers in each province, Muchinga, Luapula, South, everywhere. So we even go out there to go and train people in their localities. We don't only sit here. Now, the good news is that even our neighbors, DRC, Congo, Zimbabwe, Malawi, they are coming over, even Rwanda here, to come and learn of this technology. That is how far now it has gone. Yeah. It shows you the impact of what we are doing to improve lives through agriculture and aquaculture. Yeah.
And also just to add on, there's another program called the Certified Local Supplier Certification Scheme. This is the scheme where we work with various stakeholders such as the Zambia Compulsory Standards Agency, Zambia Bureau of Standards. So when it comes to Certified Local Supplier Scheme, this is where now we are training local farmers across the country, that is Zambia. So we train them in good manufacturing practices. Because at the end of the day, when you talk about farming, so just that it should not end at farming. What are you doing with your end products? So we teach them, for example, those guys who are into beef farming, fish farming, cassava, tomato, and other things. We teach them value addition to their products. For example, those who are doing a tomato paste, a tomato sauce, and other related products, we teach them good manufacturing practices, hygiene, packaging, labeling, and understanding the environment in which they are operating. So once we teach them those skills, we train them, then we introduce them to other regulatory agencies such as the Zambia Bureau of Standards so that their products can be now certified. Once they get that certification, that's when now we link them to chain stores. So we are talking about value addition. So once those guys, for example, who are making honey, we introduce also them to other industries. Like we've seen an influx of wine manufacturing in Zambia. So if you are a local farmer who's producing honey, we'll make sure that you produce the high quality honey that is going to be integrated. By that I mean the other manufacturing companies that make wine, they depend on honey. So we are going to introduce this local farmer from Kapiri, this local farmer from Northwestern Province. Once we ensure that they produce a quality product, we link them to other manufacturing industry who are interested in their product. So these guys now, they'll be able to supply these other companies with their products. At the end of the day, we'll find that these farmers are able to grow and able to expand their businesses. Thank you.
In terms of the fish, we don't only teach people how to produce fish smartly, but also we are off-takers. We buy off the fish from them. We are also a market for them. Yeah. So apart from that, we teach them also value addition on fish. We teach them how to smoke the fish. We teach them also on the creation of sausages, fish sausages, which are rare. Those are rare in Zambia, but now they are available. And we have a number of women NGOs and groups and cooperatives whom we have trained, and we are saying, if you are available, you can even interview them and see their products. Yeah. They are smoking fish, and they are now doing also the packaging, the branding of the fish, and their fish is finding its way in Pick and Pay, in Cheers and ShopRite. Please, all these things I'm talking about, we want you to go and capture them. Yeah. So that our case is solid, because we are doing so much on the ground. Yeah. Yeah. In terms of impact.
So from what you mentioned, with the people that you are targeting, the people that you are teaching, what measurable outcomes or success stories can you share that demonstrate the impact of your initiative and or advocacy?
The measurable outcomes, number one, is in the number of people that we have trained, or the number of people we train per month. Per month, per quarter, per year. Yeah. Two, in terms of outcomes that are measurable, is in the amount of production of fish, in terms of the amount of fish that they are able to produce. Also, in terms of the revenue that they are able to produce and generate at the end of the year or even every quarter. So those are the outcomes. And also the impact, the social impact on their lives. Yeah. Those are outcomes because all those are visible. Yeah. Yeah.
So this question goes to you on what you just recently talked about. The same question goes to you. So how are you measuring the impact of this?
Yeah, in terms of training SMEs, even large-scale industry in the implementation of good manufacturing practices through the use of standards, we've had an influx now. Most of our people that we have trained are having access to markets such as ShopRite, access to larger markets, and they are able to increase their production. We can demonstrate this by taking you to one of the plants maybe which has been buying from these local farmers. Local farmers are the challenge of selling their products because most of these companies were importing products from South Africa, Zimbabwe, and other countries. But now, through our programs where we are training Zambian youths where we are training them on how to brand their product, how to market their products. Now they are having easy access and they are already actually expanding their production capacities. Yes.
So my next question is on collaborations. So how are collaborations with local communities, also government agencies, or non-profit organizations, or even international bodies being leveraged to achieve your objectives?
Yes, on that one, for example, start with a local collaboration with government agencies. You know, these are government agencies like Zambia Compulsory Standards Agency. It's a body that has been established to enforce compulsory standards in Zambia. Then we've got the Zambia Bureau of Standards mandated with ensuring that organizations, be it small, medium or large, are able to use their standards and produce quality products. So through our trainings, we invite these stakeholders to come on board so that we can share the knowledge. At the end of the day, we produce a cadre of well-educated citizens that are able to produce products and compete effectively. Yes. Yes.
Can you provide the examples of partnerships with, are you partnering with any educational institutions to integrate environmental education into also promote sustainability among the students?
We work actually. We don't work actually in like universities or colleges, but within universities there are associations that we work with. So mostly when we are doing exactly programs like environmental management system based on ISO or 1401, we invite these stakeholders to come on board so that they become our brand ambassadors. Because once they are equipped with this knowledge, they will be able to influence the peer among the university students, among the college students, even pupils. So we bring on board everyone because at the end of the day, we need to save the environment. The environment belongs to us all. So we need to involve all. So we are using a holistic approach to ensure that we fight climate change using the whole community.
So what would you say to those people that have not yet tapped into your initiative? What advice do you have for them?
There's still room. We've got so a long way to go, and we are inviting everyone to come on board so that we can champion the agenda for climate smart agriculture in Zambia. Because we've seen that due to high unemployment levels, agriculture sector is the only sector where everyone can come on board, whether educated or not. You still have enough room where you can succeed. That's why we are bringing in all these initiatives to ensure that everyone is in board. We train them, we build capacity, and we ensure that they're able to produce and compete effectively.
And you, sir?
Well, in terms of how do we bring everybody on board, we have a program with the Ministry of General Education. You are aware that our government has introduced a program for PU in every school in the country. So schools now are involved in production unit. So now we are the trainers who train schools in fish farming using this smart aquaculture. That is happening. And you know the influence schools have on the community. You know. Yeah. You train a teacher and the pupils, it goes viral. And number two, we have a program of training chiefs and chiefdoms. Yeah, so we've been already at Bagawaundi, we have been already in Chipata, at Mtenguleni, we have been already Chief Ndungu, we have been already in Mansa. So chiefdoms is the center where all the people are. So we go in the chiefdom and they're trained there and it goes viral because all the indunas of every village assemble in the chiefdom. Number three of a program of food, every church a pond. Every church a pond. There is poverty in the churches. Widows are suffering. Orphans are suffering. We shouldn't only preach the word. It's the word and food, the word and money, the word and clothes. So now we are training the churches, all churches, how to keep fish in a tank right at church and employ their own people within the church. You know. So, and the cooperatives Whether it is a cooperative for, say, poultry or it's animals, goats, whatever, we are saying to them, do integration with the fish. Because see, the droppings of your chicken is food for the fish. Droppings of your goats is food for the fish. So them too, we are empowering them with this skill to integrate. So we are everywhere. As you can see, we are working with the Ministry of Fisheries and Livestock. They are our stakeholder. Even CEEC, the people we train, we take a list and give to CEC for funding. Why? They are not funding now people without knowledge in fish farming because it's technical. Without a knowledge, it becomes a challenge. Fish fails to grow. So we train the people. We say, these now have the knowledge, fund them. So that is how it is working. Yeah.
So now, what are your last remarks? Just the question I asked you to those people that have not yet come on board with the initiative. What advice do you have for them?
The advice is that we have plenty of resources which God has given to us. And we are available to help them, to empower them. Even those without money to pay or a token, we teach them for free. Widows, orphans, and vulnerables, we attach them to our farm. We take you, we give you food, we give you accommodation to just empower you. To just empower you. Even when you have no money to pay, come. Everyone come. So that you acquire skill. There's something you can do. Don't just sit. Come, we are available for you.
Interesting. This has been very interesting for me.